Hello there, this is Retro Spirits Gaiden, and today we're looking at Bloodstained Curse of the Moon on the Switch console. This is a cartridge with 2 games on it, by Inti Creates, or Cinti Creates, I don't know what that logo said. Inti Creates, it's definitely called Inti Creates there, it says on the title screen. It's a 2D platform game, which I've played a bit. I've owned this cartridge for quite some time. I really don't know what to make of it. It feels like it's supposed to be a Castlevania game, but then it adds some Metroidvania-esque routes through levels. So I don't really know what I'm supposed to be getting out of it. Is it a straightforward Castlevania game? Does it have more depth? I don't know. I've played it multiple times and I've enjoyed the Castlevania style arcade action, the retro styled visuals and sound. I just can't work out if there's anything more to it. So anyway, you've got your little guy here. He's made out of blood and he runs from left to right, on this part of the game anyway, avoiding the blue train in the background. He hits candlesticks and collects hearts and bags of money out of them. So it's very Castlevania. The music sounds very Castlevania. And this is basically all I can work out that you do, apart from your secondary weapon is on a different button, so you can use that. This guy's got a whip, I believe, at the moment, which fires diagonally. You can rescue different characters at the end of a level, beating a boss. Those characters become selectable, and they have 2 different weapons, but also an ability. So the first lady that you rescue on this can slide along the floor. And indeed, there are some areas where sliding along the floor would let you take a different route. I think that's it. I think that's all there is to the game. So I'm imagining what you have to do is go through the game multiple times with the characters, picking all different routes, sort of 100% completing every area of the map to rinse the game. And the combat and the jumping and the stair walking is exactly what we're seeing here. Here's a slidey area, like the woman character you pick up, which I can't remember the name of the characters, sorry. Let's call her Maria, because that's what they call her in Castlevania. This is Simon and Maria. Maria can slide through those gaps. There's a skeleton there, look, pointing at a sign. You can read the signs by pressing up. That's all groovy. Smack the rats in the face with the sharp implement. So it's responsive. But I think that really is all there is to it, as far as I can tell. So what we have is NES style graphics. Everything's sort of drawn with tiles and sort of 3 colours. We have much more parallax scrolling than you'd find on a NES, much more animation than you'd find on a NES, but it is very stylistically set as a NES game. And the sequel also is the same, but with slightly more detailed graphics. The music does feel old school. Yeah, the main thing is it's just got shitloads of parallax, and the bosses are massive, so they've taken some artistic license there. They haven't copied the NES hardware verbatim. Also, we've got a widescreen presentation, which obviously the NES wasn't going to do. So everything that you find in Castlevania games is in here. Like those are this game's equivalent of the Bone Dragon heads, and we've got the goats that appear in the background. I have found that most drops in this game, unlike say Rondo of Blood, you fall down a gap in Rondo of Blood, you get to a new level. In here, it just seems to lead to death. Every time I've fallen down a hole, it's led to a death anyway. Whether there's a hole which you can fall down and enter a new level, I don't know. I haven't found one. Here's a turd punching the floor, creating a turdnado, which to avoid. You can see there's a door at the other end of that screen there, so there must be an alternate route somewhere. I don't know where that is. And here we're coming up to the boss area, so I think It genuinely is this simple. I've never bothered to go online and read about it to see if that's true, but it doesn't feel like it's any more complicated than that. It's a Castlevania rip-off game with some mild replayability. That's what I can garner from this. The cartridge cost me in the region of £20. I bought it from Amazon Japan. Like I said, I've had this quite some time, and whilst I do kind of enjoy it, why did I buy it? Okay, so I bought Bloodstained, the Castlevania game, on the PlayStation 4, I think, and I played all the way through it. It was a bit like Symphony of the Night, but with 3D graphics. Very much enjoyed it. Browsing stuff on Amazon, I saw there's another Bloodstained game. This had the word Bloodstained in it. I thought, oh, this must be some sort of sprite-based version of, you know, like another Symphony of the Night game. And it certainly isn't that. I don't know what this has to do with Bloodstained, whether it's the same characters, or whether the people who made Bloodstained just happened to buy this. But as far as I can tell, it has very little to do with the original Bloodstained, other than it shares a name. But it is, having said I'm a bit baffled by it, it's kind of groovy. It's just maybe not what I was expecting. I'm not disappointed, I'm just kind of like, I don't really know why this thing exists. I mean, I could play Castlevania, couldn't I? Couldn't I? Yes, I could, because I own it. But I guess I'm slightly baffled by why someone would go to these lengths to make a rip-off NES game on a Switch. It's just a bit baffling. I mean, you could do a million things. I guess what it is NES games are cheaper to make than, say, I don't know, like a 32-bit Castlevania. So that's what they've gone for. I do like the parallax scrolling. I like the NES style graphics, I do. It's just a few baffling, I just think I can't get my head around why this game exists in the form that it exists. And if this is what the whole game is, like I say, I haven't finished it. I've attempted a few times to play through it, and I think most I've got is sort of 40 minutes in. I've done that a few times. I just kind of go, well, what is the point of this? It doesn't... Like, I don't quite understand it. Because it's very obvious that you have to replay it multiple times with the different characters to be able to take all the routes. Like, there's a different character right there. So, it's not like your Castlevania 4 style game, or the original Castlevania. It is more... I think it is more about going through the whole thing multiple times with a load of different characters, which... that doesn't actually appeal to me as much as just playing a game from beginning to end and then finishing it. So this is the second one. The second one's got more detailed graphics. It's the same kind of NES stylings though. We've got like a billion save slots there, and that must be because you replay the game multiple times with different things. This second game is much harder than the first game. It's still got a text scrolling intro of a very exciting story to do with, probably to do with like Dracula and devils, and he's going on a hang glider. Look at him, he's crazy. He's like Strider. He's like the Strider of Castlevania. Got some environmental animation there, like Flappy Flag tech. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I don't know how much this game is now, I haven't checked. I remember I did pay maybe about 3,200 yen maybe for this, which probably equates to about 20 quid. And I've just had a bit of a baffling time with it. So really, all I'm saying is this game exists. You could buy it too if you wanted to. Prepare to be slightly underwhelmed or baffled, or be prepared to play the most amazing game that you think exists because it's exactly what you wanted from a game, which is another 8-bit Castlevania. Yep, alright, well, on that, weirdly non-committal note, I shall say good night, sir. Good night, sir.